From inside Lone Depot Park in Miami, Florida, a great night for baseball ahead on the show. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Miami Marlins. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
And now, please welcome your Miami Marlins.
Today's starting pitcher, Braxton Garrett. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Morrell takes it to the bag, one out in the top of the first. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. This is a good offense, Chris. You're going to get quality at bats and balls put in play consistently with this group.
And it doesn't really matter who they're facing on the mound. They have the ability to go out and compete and win ball games. If it's an all-star or Cy Young Award winner to just a rookie up in the big leagues. So when you have that, you have a chance to win every night. If I was a pitcher on this team, I'd feel pretty good about taking the mound for him.
Mauricio Dubon, batting with one down, takes a strike. Lone Depot Park just underway here. Ground ball left side. Two quick outs at the top of the first here tonight.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Here we go, Braxton. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And starting this one, Chris Sale. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Yeah, this guy's been real stingy, man, not allowing guys to play the game, just keeping them at home plate. I mean, just ridiculous. Sub-1 whip. I mean, he's dominating hitters. And a guy like this on the mound, one of the elite starters in the game right now.
Xavier Edwards, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Sale, a tall lefty, 36 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2010. Fastball for a strike. Swings and misses. 2-2. Next one in the dirt. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Batting second, the shortstop, Otto Lopez.
Strike, woo! Way out front for strike two. Line and a base hit into right. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Great recovery in this one. Early in the count, he looked lost, but finished strong with a nice line drive.
Here's the left fielder, Heriberto Hernandez. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. No outs, runners at first and second. In there at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that is a big first out. Take a look at the lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get 1 pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
Edwards over at second. Lopez over at first with 1 away. And fouled off. That's outside. Ball 1. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all. Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
1 out. Runners at first and second. 3-2 now.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Yuri Ruiz next to hit for the Marlins. Payoff pitch. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. With all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Yuri Ruiz in the box now. Take strike 1. That one misses, and that's ball 1.
As a veteran out there on the bump, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit. The throw home. It's offline, and he scores.
Well, to strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
That one catches the zone. That's strike 1.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
0-1 down. And a big swing and a miss.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
Struck him out looking. They limit the damage here. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Second inning coming up here in South Florida. It's the Marlins 1 and the Braves nothing. Back here in Miami, now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies.
Let's go, Braxton.
Ball to strike. The pitch.
Ball. Low.
To third. And that chance handled. Tosses to first. One out in the second.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Austin Riley.
So the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Right through there for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Got him looking for the strikeout. That's the first fastball we've seen today. Made it look easy. So the call will stand. One challenge remaining for them now. At the plate, Michael Harris II. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. That missed by a lot. And that's ball two. Swings through that one for strike one.
This guy's sink has so much drop at it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Two down, nobody on. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
And that's low for ball four.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Harris, the runner at first with two gone. In the dirt to second. Not in time. He's safe. And now a man into scoring position.
Getting the out was never going to be easy. The wild pitch outside made things very difficult behind the plate, and it turned into a stolen base opportunity.
Man at second. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Laser to the gap, should score the run. Headed for the plate. He scores to tie it up. And in at second with an RBI double.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Sandy Leon getting ready to hit. A switch hitter batting right. That one at the knees for a strike. Man on second, 2 down. Out to short. Lopez tosses to first, and that is that. The Braves add one on the RBI double. All even now at 1-1. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. We head to the bottom of the second, and now for the Marlins, Connor Norby. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
The 0-1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throw on to Olsen. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
The third baseman, Leo Jimenez.
Come on, Leo. On an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there. Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Tied up here in the early going. Late with the swing there.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
One and two now. Sail back to work.
Gosh, Boog, I think he's trying to deke the pitcher. There's no way he's thinking he can hit that pitch.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Boog, he just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Joe Mack digs in now.
No, that's a ball.
The 1-0. Swing and a miss at a slider. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that is that. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We played 2 full, all tied 1-1. On to the third inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ha-Sung Kim.
Whoa.
And that's in for a strike. And the count even at 1.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Up next for Atlanta, the designated hitter, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
That one hooked foul. Here's the 0-2. On the ground to the left. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
Up next for Atlanta, the left fielder, Mauricio Dubon.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. Grounded out his first time up. On the ground. Oh, he gloves it. Throw to first. In the dirt. And he picks it. And that's a great play.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
As we go to the last of the third. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. Bunting, and it's right in front of the plate. And a foul ball. Bunting for a hit. And that's a foul ball. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. So a man on base to start the inning.
The batter, number 6. Shortstop, Otto Lopez.
And that one fouled off. Right through there for a strike.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
And that's a strikeout looking.
Up next for the Marlins, the left fielder, Heriberto.
Stepping in, Heriberto Hernandez. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Check swing called strike. And that's strike one.
No, that's low.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Edwards, the base runner at first with one out. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Foul ball there. The 0-1. Fastball for a strike at 95. Oh, and 2 now. This one in the air right field. That was foul, and he'll see another. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. Marlins leave 1. Score remains deadlocked at 1. New inning getting started. Now in for the Braves, Matt Olson.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
That one ripped right center field. Carrying well. Out of here. He'll take a jog around the bases. And the Braves have the lead now. It's 2-1.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Ball one, no strikes.
But you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Next offering is fouled back. The 1-1.
That's a ball.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Top half of inning number 4. And that's ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here is Austin Riley. Step off, throw to first. Albies dives back in. Oh, 1 now. This one in the air right field, and it stays fair. Albies makes the turn at second. Throw comes in. Runner stop. Second and third. Nobody out.
Up next for Atlanta.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
The 1-0. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
2 runners in scoring position. Nobody out. And he takes one right on the black. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. In there. Got him looking for the K. Huge strikeout there.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Runners at second and third and 1 out. Now it's the right fielder, Jose Azocar. Late swing fouled off. This ball's chopped to the ground, and that's just foul. Two on, one out. That one almost got him. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hernandez on his way over and makes the grab. Runner tags for home. He's in on the sac fly, and they lead by 2.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me. I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
And that'll do it. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Braves 3 and the Marlins 1. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. Bottom 4, and now for the Marlins, Esteury Ruiz.
Number 3, Esteury Ruiz.
You know, these Marlins showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
2-0. And another ball.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
And now 3-1. Ruiz wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And the strike call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. 3-1 is on the way. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass. You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
That's the ball.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Ruiz gets his lead at first with nobody out. And that's downstairs. And now 3-0. Connor Norby waits on deck for Miami. And ball 4 to aboard.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boo. The last one wasn't even close.
Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. Grounded out his first time up.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Brings it in. Runner tags at second. High throw to first, and he can't reach it. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Fouls away the first offering. Runners at the corners, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Yeah, that's fouled off. Check swing, appeal to first. No swing, just held it back there. gets fouled off. They'll do it again. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Good job to fight that one off. The 1-2. On the ground, could be two. To second, there's one. On to Olsen. That's two.
Got the batter to hit it exactly where he wanted. That textbook 6-4-3 double play, gets out of the jam and back in the dugout.
Back here at Lone Depot Park. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ha-Sung Kim.
Here we go, Braxton.
That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. On the corner for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Got him looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
And that's a fair ball. Around second now, going for 3. The relay in there safely.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Braxton Garrett departs. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment.
Now pitching for
They hand the ball over to a new arm,
49.
Michael Peterson.
Well, this offense has great opportunity to add on right here with a runner at third, less than 2 outs. So they're asking him to come through in a big way out of the bullpen. He's got bases to work with, so he doesn't have to challenge this guy too much if he doesn't want to.
And next for Atlanta, Mauricio Dubon has grounded out a couple of times. Fastball is outside. One away with a runner at third. And we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering is fouled back. And a 2-1 on the way. That one fouled off. Here's a 2-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. One away with a runner at third. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Got him. 2 away down.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
Ripped, but it curls foul.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Here's a 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No, that's high.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball 3.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Got him. Third out. Braves strand 1, and the score stays 3-1. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Joe Mack.
You know, these Marlins looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Strike 2. Hit on the ground to short. To first.
Yep,
And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here we go, Xavier.
And a foul ball. The Braves up by 2. Last half of inning number 5. On the ground, right side. Albies over to first in time. Home man for the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. Now the number 2 hitter, Otto Lopez. 1 for 2.
Bowling.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Line drive. Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Up next,
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And that one fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2. In the dirt. Man at second. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Another 1-2. And a swing and a miss. That's out number 3.
Well, needed a big strikeout to get out of danger. Turned to the deception of that changeup. Great execution. Really sold it with the arm speed. Had his opponent way out on that front foot.
Back here in Miami. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. Ozzie Albies, the next to hit.
The second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Braves, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Here's a 2-0. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for Atlanta, the third baseman, Austin Riley.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Now the 0-1. Albies gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Popped up. Edwards under it. And there's one down.
Up next for Atlanta, the center fielder, Michael Harris II.
Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. He's 0 for 1. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Man at first, one away. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hernandez settles under it. Makes the grab.
Up next for Atlanta, the right fielder, Jose Azoka.
That's the ball. Whoa.
Next offering misses, and now 3-0. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Here's Sandy Leon. Misses again, 5 in a row. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that one did find the strike zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Two on, 2 outs. High fly ball, right field. Stowers on the move. Stretches out and hauls it in. Two left for Atlanta as the lead remains 3-1. Well, we go bottom six. And now for the Marlins, Christopher Morel.
Christopher Morel.
Chris Sale back to work. And that one is lifted in the air. One up, one down.
Up next for the Marlins, the center fielder, number 3, Ruiz.
Swing and a foul out of play.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits. I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
The Marlins down by a pair here in the bottom of the sixth. Ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that's a one-out single.
Up next for the Marlins.
Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Stowers. He is struck out, and he is walked.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
That's way outside, and that's ball 2. Just missed.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Fastball for a strike. Step off throw to first. Back in safe, really close. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Payoff pitch. Struck him out looking.
The batter, number 1, designated hitter, Connor Norby.
And there's a foul ball. Yo, 1. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. There's a ball. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. Ruiz on at second with 2 down. Now a pop-up on the infield. Olsen drifts towards it. And that is that. 1 left for Miami. Score holds. It's 3-1.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Marlins,
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Calvin Fauché.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now in for the Braves, Ha-Sung Kim, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch way inside a fastball. Straighten him up a little bit. Ground ball. This looks like extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Up next for Atlanta.
Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And that is out of play. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Fought off foul. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with one away.
Up next for Atlanta, the left fielder, Mauricio Dubon.
So digging in, Mauricio Dubon.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. This will be a big pickoff if he can push a run across.
This one in the air center field. Reaching for it and brings it in. And that should get the job done as he tags from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly. And they take a 3-run lead. Matt Olson up to the plate. He went deep back in the fourth. A pretty important swing of the bat in this ball game.
Yeah, Boogie. He didn't waste any time. He jumped all over that pitch and saw it the entire way. You talk about squaring it up. He didn't miss a stitch on the baseball. He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. Chopped to the right side. Gets it to first, and Olson is set down. And that is the third out of the inning. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Braves 4 and the Marlins 1. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Dylan Lee.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
Leading up for the Marlins, the third baseman, Leo Jimenez.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
And the 0-1. Tap to first. Takes it himself, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Up next for the Marlins, the catcher, Joe Matt.
Right through there for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Robert Suarez, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Perez getting cranked up as well. Lee goes 6 feet 3 inches. He features a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. Next pitch is outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
That one misses. 3-1 now. In the air, left field. Diving, gets down, could be extra bases. Around second now as they still don't have it. The throw to third, he's in there.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Really important at bat coming up now.
And up next for Miami, Xavier Edwards.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Just missed. And another ball.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
Right side. Albies. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
The batter, number 6. Shortstop, Otto Lopez.
Fastball for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Outside with a breaking ball. High fly ball down the left field line. And a foul ball. Got him swinging. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Braves 4 and the Marlins 2. We're at the top of the 8th. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Ozzie Albies. Boucher. He's one of those guys who uses the cut fastball as his primary offering, and when it's on, it can induce a lot of weak contact.
And the late movement on the cutter is really what makes it so effective, because as a hitter, you make a decision whether you're going to swing or take a pitch before it actually gets into the zone. So that late movement causes it to miss the barrel of the bat, sometimes miss the bat entirely.
Tell fans a little bit about the difference between a cutter and a slider.
Well, a cutter looks more like a fastball, but it has that late movement like a slider that's hard to pick up. Now, with the slider, it's a little slower, the spin is different, and sometimes you can recognize that, and it tends to break a lot more horizontally and vertically than the cutter.
Got him. 1 away.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Oh, that's inside.
The 1-0. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Lopez fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Up next for Atlanta, the center fielder, Michael Harris II.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Calvin Fauché will depart. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
The left-hander
Marlins,
on now,
number
John
47.
King.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Two outs, base is empty. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. And a base hit right there. So a two-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for Atlanta, the right fielder, Jose Azocar.
And first offering is fouled off. Harris off of first with two away. Swing and a foul straight back. Miami's bullpen with some action. Anthony Bender appears to be getting loose. Stays alive. Ball in the dirt, and it gets away. To second. Not in time. He's safe. And now a man into scoring position.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
Man on second, two down. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Fouls it back with two strikes.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at-bat alone. Really making him work out there.
Man at second. Outside and low, it's ball 4. And after that long battle, he's aboard representing the tying run.
Sandy Leon.
Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Sandy Leon. 0 for 3 in this one. Down the middle for a strike. 0-1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
The Braves trying to break this one open. And we're at the top of the 8th. Inside, almost got him. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 left for Atlanta, but they still lead this one 4-2.
Now pitching for the
Back
Braves.
now, new pitcher on the
Number
mound as we
33,
roll into the bottom of the 8th. Martin Perez.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so Command and execution are huge for him.
Leading up for the Marlins, the left fielder, Heriberto Hernandez.
The Braves bullpen has some activity. Raisel Iglesias, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity.
Ball one.
That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Check swing called strike. Strike 1. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now here is Esteury Ruiz. Inside corner for a strike. 0-1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Runner on the go. Pitch outside. Safe at second, and that was not close. Tying run at the plate. Swing and a pop-up. Brings it in. 2 down.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics. And instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Check swing, he held up. Ball 1. There's the strike. The Braves holding on to a 2-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fouled off. He was late. Base hit into the outfield. Runner around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1.
Big time at bat right there. Comes through, and they're back within a run. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Martin Perez gives way, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
So they
Atlanta,
bring on their closer in the eighth, Raisel Iglesias.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
2 outs, runner on first. Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins.
But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
Misses off the plate. Ball 2. Stowers off of first with 2 away. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Out front, rip foul. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 2-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here at Lone Depot Park. Now in for the Braves, Ha-Sung Kim. Liner caught at second.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Foul ball. One-run game here at the top of the ninth. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Up next for Atlanta, the left fielder.
And here is Mauricio Dubon. That one is absolutely belted. This one could be trouble. And that's going to roll to the wall. Coming home. And they take a 2-run lead in the ninth.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
That's off the mark, and that is ball 1. Man at second.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
That one ripped, but foul. That's down and in.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate, runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
The 3-1. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
The batter number 1, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. That's out to center field. Plays it on a bounce, and it deflects away. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay throw. Safe. In comes the run from second. It's 6-3.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. John King is done, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the
Anthony
Marlins,
Bender on a pitch out of the pen here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And takes low for ball 1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Two on, 1 out. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Here's the 2-2. In the air, left field. And it stays fair.
Up next for Atlanta, the center fielder, Michael Harris.
So bases all loaded up. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. That's in there. It's 0-1. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Andrew Nardi, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. So they're all loaded up.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Here's a 2-1. And there's a ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one 95 to finish him off.
Well, I'm not really sure why he let that one go by. I mean, out of the hand, it had a lot of the strike zone. Sure, it had some good arm side run at the end to move to the outside part of the plate. But with 2 strikes, you got to be ready to swing it there, and you can't leave it in the umpire's hands.
And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Oh, and this one gets away. Nothing happening as the count evens at 1. Ball to strike. Foul ball there.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Two now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Two now. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 2-2 on the way. Fastball, and he gets out of the way. The Braves trying to break this one open here at the top of the ninth. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Swings and misses. Struck him out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. 8-9-1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. Braves 6 and the Marlins 3. Back here in Miami, all set for the bottom of the 9th. Leo Jimenez now at the plate. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Swing and a miss. Iglesias picks up the strikeout.
Up next for the Marlins, the catcher, Joe Matt.
That's the ball. Nope, that's high.
The Braves trying to close out a 3-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Just missed.
That's the ball.
And it's fouled away. 1 down, base is empty here in the 9th. And that's
Ball
too
4.
high, and it's ball 4.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Xavier.
So back to the top of the order. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. Ripped to right. He's got it.
The batter, number 6, shortstop, Otto Lopez.
He swings and fouls one off.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
This to third, and that'll do it.
Well, someone from the bullpen had to come in, get a big out, and then had a little time to think about it before he went back out to get the final 3 outs of this ball game. Nonetheless, outstanding job to get the save and secure the win for his team.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.